These are just, in my experience, interview questions that I think are just so stupid, and I'm really there's just we all have these questions that we're tired of asking. Those of us who have been trying to find employment, um, I've kind of taken breaks on and off between searching because I just have to for my own mental sake. It's been a year. I've been unemployed for a year, and still haven't gotten anything yet. Um, we're not really delving into that though. I'm more so going to just talk about some of the annoying, dumb things that people do, interviewers and employers do, and ask. And it's like, why do you ask this question? Like, it's so stupid. So, one of my least favorite questions, is, so why do you want this job? Because I need money. It's not really a matter of like this being the first thing I want to do. I need money. Why do I want this job? It bothers me more for like these lower level, just kind of menial or entry level jobs. I'm not talking about jobs where you go through school and get a degree for. I'm not talking about those jobs. Like for those jobs, yeah, that question's still annoying, but it makes more sense. But if I'm just trying to get a job in the meantime, just to have a little bit of income while I'm working towards what I'm trying to work towards, I don't give a rat's behind. I want this job for money. I'm applying to a job so I can work and earn money. Like what other answer do you want me to give you? Like, so that question I just get really annoyed with. Another question I hate is, what are your strengths and weaknesses? Like, I hate that question because I feel like most employers, when they ask that question, like, yeah, you can say your strengths, but then to say your weaknesses, like, weaknesses they can use against you, against hiring you. If you say your weaknesses and, oh, well, he's weak in that area. Well, we kind of need, strength in that area. So, we're not going to hire him. Like, I don't like that. It's like, what are you good at? What are you bad at? It's like, it's another way of asking, what are you good at and what are you bad at? Like, and I understand we all do have strengths and weaknesses, but like, why don't you just discover that while I'm on the job? Like, and then guide me accordingly. I hate that question. It just feels like it's a sizing you up question, and I don't like it. Another job interview question that I absolutely just hate. I can't stand this question. I don't know why they ask this question. And it's, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? How am I supposed to know where I'm going to be in 5 to 10 years? How am I supposed to know that? I don't know where I'm going to be tomorrow. Well, okay, I kind of know where I'm going to be tomorrow, but you never know how things are going to turn out. Like, things can change on a dime, and, I might have a plan of where I want to be in 5 to 10 years, but does that mean that I'm going to be there in 5 to 10 years? Probably not. Like, there's nothing, like, I hate that question. Like, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? How about that? Asking me that dumb question. Oh, that question is so dumb. I get so mad when they ask me that question. Another question I hate, like I absolutely hate, is when they ask, well, what is your, what is your expected pay rate, or like how much do you want per hour, or I mean, some jobs are salary, but most jobs are hourly. They're like, what do you want for an hourly rate? And it's like, I hate that question too, because it's like, they give you a range. Some will give you an exact number on the sites. Some will give you a broad range of what they pay per hour. And it's like, and you tell them, and you try to be honest, like, well, I would like at least about, maybe this much per hour at least. And then they're just, they're not going to want to work with, especially if it's a job where you don't have experience or they'll have to train you. They're going to want to put you at the lowest end of the payroll, and they're going to just pay you what they want to pay you anyway. So it's like, why do you even bother asking me how much I want per hour? It's not going to matter how much I want per hour. You're going to give me what you want to give me anyways. So that question I hate too. I hate that question. Like, I'm trying to think about anything else. Those were like the 4 I knew for sure. Oh, another one I hate is when they try to like make it personal to oh, we want to try to get to know you on a personal level. Like, they'll ask you now they won't ask you like something like what's in your bank. I mean, they're not going to ask you that, but like they'll ask you certain personal questions, and it's their way of trying to make you feel easier. But it's like, why do I want to talk about anything personal with you? We're just trying to interview right now. I'm trying to get a job. Like, why do you want to talk about things personally? And I know you don't really care anyways about my personal life, nor do I care about you guys' personal life. We don't have that relationship. Or when they try, or like, this is beyond questions, but this is when they like want you to do all these things. Like, oh, like, take this assessment, take these like 2 or 3 assessments. Oh, record yourself answering some questions in a video. It's just like, why is like interviewing and trying to get a job at lower level places? I'm not even talking about trying to be like a doctor or an engineer, or like the higher jobs where you have to have college degrees and educations. I'm not even talking about, we're talking about low level entry jobs, asking these ridiculous, like, redundant questions, and it's just exhausting. Like I want to just sit there and just be like when they ask me those dumb questions, I'd be like, I just want to give them a smart aleck response is what I really want to do. But I can't do that. We have to be fake in these job interviews. We have to be fake. We have to go along with their system, and even that doesn't guarantee us a position. I don't know. There might be more, and I can make a part 2, but at the moment, that's all I can think of. Those 4 that I mentioned. I just wish places would stop asking those questions, because I feel like they're just redundant and they're not that important. And why do I want the job? I need money. Don't ask me why I want the job. I need money. Most people now who are applying to jobs they're not applying to somewhere necessarily that they like care that much about or want to work at. They just want money. They want some income. Very little income at that, but it's, better than nothing. Anyways, let me know if you guys have any other annoying interview questions that you've been asked at an interview.